What's your name?
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Oh, but no, yeah. Off you go.
My name is Bertie Blackman.
My name is Frank. I was hoping for you to jump.
I wasn't paying attention. We met through my manager to do extra special work on Secrets and Lies. There were a couple of tracks that needed Frank, kind of touchy vibe on it, touchy feeliness.
It was
about 4 years ago now.
Yeah. She asked me if I'd like to work on the record, and
you said yes.
I said, well, I don't think. No, I immediately said yes. I said maybe, but that's what I do. I kind of always say maybe. She had this hotel room, themed hotel room. It's based on her dad's art, the Blackman Hotel. You know, she's just sort of drunk in the afternoon, hanging out, doing a thing. It's true. I get down there and whatever, and then they'd say vodka, and, you know, and get on the hooker and whatever, and we'd check out some songs.
Not hooker.
You know, hookah, whatever. And then this record was much more of a kind of a fresh slate.
Yeah.
Bertie came to me with a real vision of what she wanted to create. It's a real feeling that there was something to get out of it.
Was it the feeling of this?
Ooh, nice.
Should we put it in the bucket? First catch. I reckon we've pretty much nailed that vision.
Yeah.
I guess the initial inspiration for the record ended up being about the stories of my childhood, you know, in a time of my life where I was about 9 years old. So it's kind of working worlds within the worlds.
Do you want me to wait for the train? I'll wait for the train, yeah. It's a good train.
Was it that loud?
Basically, it was a process where it was just Bertie and I sitting down in Bertie's lounge room with me asking her lots of questions. And Bertie always seemed really, I know you were really surprised that you were like, what? Oh, you find that interesting? No, that's just, there's a thing. And I go, oh my God. So the lyric and the worlds are really littered with those ideas. You know, it's like the things you take for granted and then you look at them and then they become, you know, they come to life anew.
We just think everyone else's life is like that too. Yeah. And then you realise when you're going to school with a sandwich of pumpkin bread and 3 different types of coloured capsicum, that your life is just a little bit different from the other kids.
Yeah.
There are a few special guest masterful people that came and contributed on the record. The main other voice, I guess, apart from my own voice, was a guy called Kieran J. Callahan. He plays lead guitar. We were looking for another kind of voice and Frank found some footage of him on YouTube. We kind of asked him to come down. Looks like that thing is actually, that's a bit dead. He started with his guitar completely out of tune, coming off the plane. He's like, well, I'll just start from here.
He generally wears full makeup and likes to cross-dress, wears tights.
Sophia Bruce came to provide her own special voice on the record.
It's quite an awkward thing when you're asking to a girl who's a really strong singer to come in and see another artist who's a strong singer next to each other, because it can't help but be a little bit kind of like, oh, this is my territory and whatever. I don't know whether you felt about that. No, I didn't care at all.
I didn't care. I actually didn't care at all. I have different favourites in different days. Today, for example, my favourite song is called Shadow Chasers. Essentially, it's a song about my father and I and what would we have been like if we were talking to each other as children, the same age. The song starts with the lyric of, I always thought you were a friend, or at least you would pretend. And it just gets me every time because it's that yearning for the wanting of someone who really understands you, you know, like, I guess, like your father would. That's
a bit of a key track on the record. I mean, I don't know whether, I don't know what my favourite is on the record. Boy is a song that's about, Bertie wrote, and it's a high kind of fantasy. Can I talk about it, or do you want to talk about it?
No, you can talk about it.
But it's a story about the verses. There was a boy, he lived alone, made of
whispers and cobbled stone.
And at night, down empty streets, he
crept through mirrors,
taking dreams
to make a heart-like shape.
And it's basically like a made-up boy that's just made of bits of crap that tries to cobble himself together to make himself and feel human. When I first heard that song from Bertie, I just liked it because it's a classic Bertie song about, I'm talking about you kind of in third person.
You could do that.
I'm kind of a bit of an outsider or whatever, and I don't really feel as though I fit in. And I'm just going to talk about that really honestly in the song. And it's something that I think everyone feels like that. You wonder how you fit in and whatever.